Hello everyone. Today we're going to be painting this frosted window pane with salt for the ice crystals in the watercolor painting. Let's get started.
Let's wet the paper. Okay. I've got a good sheen on there, but this is way too wet for adding the salt. So we're going to have to let it dry some. So the first thing I'm going to do is get some composed blue. And add it in up here. I think I've got too much water on the page. There. Okay, let's add some trees in. So the trees in the distance are going to be darker and bluer. So I've got shadow green with indigo here. So just painting right on top of the tape. And I want this to come down. Oh, I'm making a mess. Goodness. Goodness. Okay. But I want there to be an illusion of snow here. Okay. Now I'm going to get more shadow green. Because I want some of this to look closer. Now, oh, I don't know that that is going to be what I want. I think I want it mixed in. Okay, I've got shadow green mixed with olive green here. Now, picking up cerulean to further accent that sky. Okay. Goodness, I've got to be more careful with this water. Can't believe I just did that. Oh my goodness. then I messed the painting up, so let's do it again. Sometimes I am like a bull in a china shop. Okay, now let's go for the salt. Here we go. I found when I did this, I've got to be very judicious because you can get too much salt and then it doesn't have the same effect. And I want this to look like glass on the window pane, not glass, ice on the window pane. So I want to judiciously place this salt. I'm seeing areas where it's having an immediate effect. That's what kind of the effect that I want to see. Okay, now let it dry before we go to next steps.
So I realized here that I had a mistake down at the bottom, that the green was crawling a little bit further down. So I decided to go ahead and fix it now rather than waiting till later. Decided to just create a tree here in the foreground.
Okay, where that went over right here, I'm just adding a few tree branches like it's close to the window. We'll see how it turns out. We may be doing this one again. I lost all the audio at the beginning of this video. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now, let's see about finishing this up. All right. I want a rich brown. I'm going to start here. being very careful up against these edges. It's easier for me on the left side because I'm right-handed. Should have scraped off that salt already, but I'll do it in a minute. I think that this video is already messed up because I had sound issues at first. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Just cover that up. All right, I am adding, this is burnt umber. Oh my goodness, what was that sound? There was a big boom outside. Who knows? Okay, now I'm going to pick up a little bit of Payne's Gray in there and mix in, and we're going to create a little bit of shading here. So that maybe I can create a little bit of grain in the wood. Oh, I got a little bit out of the line there. Mercy. Let me see if I can fix it. I think I can. There. Okay. Let's see. Where are my tools here?
Well, thank goodness I finally found it. This is my graining tool. You can make marks in the wet paint to simulate the grain found in wood and in other types of surfaces.
There. Just give that a little bit of texture to it. I think it needs a little more down in here. There. We'll see now if I can do a little bit over here. Forgot I don't have tape down. There.
Now I'm just touching up around the panes to make sure that the lines are clean around the wood.
All right. See if we can get it to do a final dry. Here we go. What did I do with my cards? Here they are. Okay. Should have had my kitty out here. There. Okay, let's pull this up and see how it looks. Okay, let me show you here how it turned out. It is not exactly what I had in mind, but it's close. And I think I'm going to keep it. But I think I'm going to do it again, and I'll do another video of it. I think that one of the biggest things to learn is that trying something new, it doesn't always work out the way that you want it to. But you just kind of have to keep at it. And it's not a complete failure. It's not exactly what I envisioned, but I mean, it's close. And I think that I can make this better. So I am going to work on making this better. But I'm not totally disappointed in the way this turned out. I think that I'll do like a series of these. I think I want to have one where there's more sunlight showing into the window with the frosting. Maybe I'll put the panes at some different angles. But so far, I think I'm really going to like this. I think it's a really nice winter scene. I think that there's more that I can do with this. So I'm going to give this my signature. And there's our finished product. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again soon.